Hi, it's Jenny D with Cozy 101.1, and it's Mammogram Mondays. We, especially during the month of October, want to make sure that people are aware early detection is key to life-saving treatment and everything else that you will need for breast cancer. So, wanting to make sure that you are aware, setting up your schedule. It doesn't have to be in the month of October. We just like to make sure that we remind you so that towards the end of the year, as you're getting ready for all the deductibles and everything else, getting that mammogram is super, super crucial. I know we're seeing a lot of younger girls and a lot of younger men that are getting it. This is something that is treatable as long as you get the early detection. So we've got Rachel Gonzales with us. So Rachel, you are part of the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer of Colorado, which the walk's coming up on the 12th.
It is.
Plus, you have like you're a volunteer and a survivor. So tell me how you got involved with this organization.
Well, I got involved with the organization the year after I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed in December of 2022. And after the whole year, I call it the most psychotic roller coaster that you could be on, doing your chemo, your immuno, your radiation, your surgeries, and whatnot. I thought to myself, that was so traumatic. And this is such a prevalent thing in our society that there's got to be a way I can give back. So I reached out to the American Cancer Society and joined their volunteer committee in 2023. And I've been a part of just helping them launch the mission and get the word out and just let people know that, it's a huge resource. The American Cancer Society does a great job with that. And they're not alone, because I think, when you're dealing with that kind of diagnosis, it affects you on all areas of your life, right? Emotionally, financially, spiritually. You have a lot of questions. There's a lot of unknowns. And so that's really why I do it.
And there's a lot of caregivers and there's a lot of people that volunteer for it because
Yep.
it's something they're passionate about. It is something that they live through. And having those people to surround you, to be able to build you up when, like you said, you're going through this chaotic, up, down, crazy roller
Mhm.
coaster, scary. And so they do the walk. The fundraising goal this year is 200,000.
That's right. Yeah, our walk is coming up. It's Sunday, October 12th in Tivoli Quad, Aurora campus.
Okay.
It's really kind of great. We are expecting well over 2,000 people to come along to it. We have everything from a survivor tent, and it's very family friendly, lots of activities for the kids to do there. We also have vendors and artists, non for profits, food trucks. I mean, you name it. We even have a tent this year. This is new, caregivers tent, where we honor the people that and appreciate the caregivers that we've had as we go along this journey.
And it is up to people who do donate, who come out and walk. There's all kinds of ways that they can get involved.
Sure.
And so with your situation when you were diagnosed, what do you want to tell us a little bit about that situation? Like how
Oh,
when you found out, and because I mean it's a super scary thing.
it is. And, again, I said I was diagnosed in December of 2022. I found it myself. And to be honest with you, I've always been very active. I've always been very conscious of everything that I do as far as food and everything. But I found it myself. And I was one of those people that really did do your screenings as they say you should do.
Yep.
Women between the age of 40 and 44 should start it, and 45 to 54 every year. It's something that I feel very strongly about. And when I found it, it was really during that time of things got kind of messed up because of COVID. Nothing happened in 2020. 2021 was kind of goofy as well.
Yeah.
Um, and I was just left thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actually happening to me. So I encourage everybody, not just women, but everyone to go and get screened, especially if you have a history of it in your family. Right now, what's happening in our environment is 1 in 3 women are not getting screened. And the reality is 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetime. So you are your best advocate for your health. You have families and people that rely on you. And so please, just it's a simple thing. It's not the most comfortable thing, to be honest, if
Yeah.
women know.
I have to go I was going every 3 months. Now it's every 6 months. So I know like you go in there and it's not comfortable, but any place that you go, I usually go to Sally Job. like they're just the most caring people. They understand that this is an uncomfortable situation, but I don't understand why it shouldn't be a conversation that we can have now, especially with the numbers going up. Like you said, 1 in 3, 1 in 8, those numbers don't add up. And if we are able to get more people the access to the mammograms that they need, which if you go to KOSI101.com or cancer.org, there's a lot of resources on there for people that maybe don't have the ability with their health, insurance, or maybe they don't have health insurance. That shouldn't be a reason not to get screened and possibly save your life.
Oh, that's absolutely right. People say, so 1985 is when the American Cancer Society actually launched Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we are celebrating our 40th anniversary, which is super exciting. But I feel like it shouldn't be breast cancer awareness. It should be breast cancer action. We need to take action to save our lives. So I encourage people, go beyond just wearing pink and the ribbons and the awareness. Do something that moves the barometer.
And it's not just pink. If we're having this conversation and if you're watching this on our socials and on our YouTube channel, just know, like, one life. If we can save one life, I mean, that's my goal with this. And that's why, I started OctoBRA here at Cozy 101.1. I just wanted to make it. My grandmother was a survivor, and I want to have more survivors. I want to have more of those stories, because I feel like even our own very own Murphy Houston, the mayor of Cozy, like he, as a guy, had breast cancer. His wife had breast cancer. It's getting to be a lot more known, and the early detection is what every single person I've ever talked to, whether it's a survivor, caregiver, that's what they say. Get that mammogram. It's 20 minutes of your life, but it could save your life.
Absolutely. And when you catch it and you catch it early, the odds are in your favor, right?
Yeah.
It's easier to treat. So again, I just encourage everybody to do that. And in addition to all the resources that the radio station offers, I mean, if they have questions, they can always go to the American Cancer Society. They have a 24-hour hotline.
Yeah.
If you're lost or you're confused or you don't know what to do, give them a call.
And they have resources for maybe you don't have that caregiver. Maybe
They
you
do.
do need rides to your appointments. They have those. And it's just it's one tool that has everything that you will need to try to make it a little more comfortable and to make it feasible for you to get to your appointments and to beat cancer, because cancer,
Poop.
yes, yes, yes. See,
It's time to
that,
eradicate it, where
yeah,
and like I said, make a change and get it done, and let's save lives together.
I love
'Cause
that. So,
one
and
person can make a ripple. So yeah.
yeah. So making strides against breast cancer. The walk is October 12th. If you want to go, it's makingstrideswalk.org/Colorado. You can donate. You can sleep in and still donate, and you can get a bunch of
Absolutely.
opportunities to have that discussion. Moms, sisters, cousins, nieces, daughters. And again, even men. It's a good discussion that I feel like we should be having a lot more often. There's no shame in it. There's nothing. It's not taboo. It's something that I'm glad that we're starting to make that conversation. Like you said, breast cancer awareness is great. Breast cancer action is greater.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely, my dear.
well, thank you so much for all that you do for our community. I am so very glad that you're here today to talk to us. You are an amazing woman.
Oh,
And
thank
get
you.
that mammogram. Go to KOSI101.com or check out the American Cancer Society. Their website has everything you need just to be safe and to make sure that we're going into 2026 positive.
Yes, absolutely. I'm with you, girl. Thank you so much for your time and for all your effort. I appreciate everything that you guys do.